back over here at Bethany Lakes, Sea Valley and Texas, and got the itch to go back out here. I just got back from the coast this past weekend, and hey, I got to try out this Corrado, BFS XG Corrado from Shimano. Just got to put a rooster tail on there, and I got it dialed in, I believe, with the brake set at 2. Temperatures are pretty hot already. Again, I thought we were going to get a little cool spell, but hey, we had a nice break in the action with some fun fishing on the Texas coast. Caught some good stuff there, and while we were there, got the hankering to pick up one of these guys because, well, learned that you can cast live mullet with this thing, free lined, with just them on the hook, and should be able to catch a fish or two this way. So I'm gonna go and do a little practicing. This is just came in the mail today. It's the Shimano Corrado BFS XG. It's got the 8.1 retrieve gear ratio, I guess. Yeah. And let's see. I just grabbed one of my microcast rods from Shakespeare. It's the one that's meant for spin casting. And just, well, for a want of just getting out here. I do notice that they added the blue stuff to the water, so hopefully things will clear up on us while we're out here and we do some fishing. So let's go try this yellow rooster tail and do a first cast. It's feeling really good. It does remind me of the Shimano Scorpion 17 BFS XG. There's a hit. Okay. All right. And it does cast, it does have a nice cast. I like the feel of it. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta watch my thumb education here and make sure I don't overrun the line. So let's go and tighten that up. I had a backlash earlier when I was practicing in the yard, and I don't think I tightened up on the loops that well. But hey, let's get back in business here shortly. I may just give it a little bit more break. I was surprised at the 2. I got it set on 2 right now. Let's go ahead and put it to 3 just as a precaution. Okay. And yeah, so I do have a bunch of videos and live streams that we did while we were on the Texas coast fishing Galveston Fishing Pier. And one thing I took away from it was got some real good info on casting live mullet, bait casting style. So I'm gonna try doing that. I gotta do some practicing here. See, hey, howdy, howdy, hello, nice rod. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm just it's the micro cast from Shakespeare. It's normally with a spin casting gear. It's mainly this baby that I just got today, and I had the itch to come out here and give it a try. All right, so it does cast nicely. It's casting a 1/16 ounce rooster tail, no problem. I did see that some others were casting 1/32 ounce lures and some little bluegill hits. And I just had to get out here because, well, hey, new gear, you got to come out and fish it. Can't let it sit in the box. All right. Anyhow, I do have some videos. I got some lesson learned from fishing the Texas coast, specifically the Galveston Fishing Pier, and we'll probably do a live stream later on, maybe this evening or tomorrow, just to go recap that. I got some video to put together as well, and hey, we ended up catching 5 sharks, 2 that we kept so that we could do a little catch and cook deal, and then ended up getting an 18-inch speckled trout. It's been a while since I caught a legal size speckled trout, and this one was in the slot limit. Apparently there's a slot limit here in Texas. 15-inch to 20-inch is a slot with one that could be over 30 inches. So yeah, that was kind of tough, but we did see some nice bruisers and saw some individuals catch some 24 as well as 27-inch speckled trout, as well as some keeper 19-inchers, and yours truly got an 18, and that turned out really good. Tasted well. Can you catch me a bass? I'll give it a try. Trying out the Shimano Corrado BFS XG. Apparently there's an 8.1 retrieve one available now, so this is the one I have. It's a right-hand retrieve, and The rod is just a Shakespeare microcast that I had extra. I was going to pair it up with a 6-foot handing Magic L rod that works well for casting. But I think I'm going to see if I can look around for another rod that I'm going to use for maybe ultralight bait casting on the coast. And I do have to tweak the brakes a little bit more because I am getting a slight overrun. So I'm going to take care of that. I got it set at 3 right now, and I think on the Shimano Scorpion that I have it set at 4. So let's go ahead and do that. I believe it has the same braking system. So actually, I'll put it at 3.5 and see where that takes us. Okay, we got some folks joining. Let me see what's in the chat. Green bait packers, we won, outstanding. Okay, seems like most bait casters are right reel, but I like the left reel. Yeah, I noticed some other folks do like the left reel, and I believe that they can start casting immediately with having to switch hands, because I'm right-handed, and they say if I went with a left-handed reel, I could basically cast and immediately start reeling in. But for some reason, I like a right-hand retrieve on a bait caster. Personal preference. On a spinning reel, I like the left-handed retrieve. And fly casting, I'll go with a right-hand retrieve even though I am right-handed. So I end up having to switch hands as I cast or play the fish and whatnot. All right, not sure if we're gonna get anything today. Got a couple of hits so far, but the main reason I wanted to come out was try out the new Shimano BFS XG in the, let's see if I see it here. I thought I saw it earlier, 8.1 retrieve. It was on here somewhere. Anyway, it was cool looking. Really, it's smaller than the Scorpion that I have. It's actually smaller than the Casking Zephyrs. But it does cast nicely. I have to admit that. I pretty much with a minimal amount of thumb education, I think I've got it dialed in enough to play. And my goal is eventually to cast some live minnows or live mullet with this thing and see if I can catch some fish live lining with no weight. One of the takeaways that an individual taught us this past round over there at the Galveston fishing pier, fishing the Texas coast, was some of those bruiser speckled trout will not strike if they see any kind of hardware on the line. Ooh, something's chasing it. There he goes. He's tapped it. A couple of taps. Okay, he was right over there in the shadow line. So let me see if I can cast another one in that shadowy area. Oh, too much to the right. Or left. Anyways, he was saying that you got to make sure you keep the hardware to a minimum. And I did see him catch some trophy size speckled trout that was very impressive. I got some of it on video when I live streamed the other day from the pier. I had several live streams going on throughout the night. We fished pretty much throughout the evening into the early morning, just basically fishing the tides. And I just got the bug to get another one of these things for some reason. All right, let's see what else is on here. What size pole? It's I think it's a 5-foot. Let's see, 4.5 foot. Okay. I prefer to use a 6-foot when I hit the coast, but okay, let's try this. Adjust here, and let's see if I can get something to take. So yeah, this thing's casting really nicely. Really impressed with the Corrado. I was impressed with the Scorpion, Shimano Scorpion BFS XG Scorpion 17. But that one costs about another $100. This one I was able to pick up off Amazon for just about $200. I think the left-handed model they were selling for another $10 cheaper. So not bad for, I mean, feels like a solid outfit. And I do like the shorter rod when I'm bait casting, or at least with the bait finesse style, because I tend to side cast a lot more, and if I fish overhead, I don't seem to get as much distance compared to, like that right there is a pretty good distance. And this is on a 1/16 ounce rooster tail. and I seem to get better distance when I side cast with this thing. How about anyone else? Anyone have that same at least observation when they fish? Let's see. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure that I've answered the mail. It looks like we got some folks joining and ask some questions. So I am monitoring the chat. I'm hooked up on a harness with a phone. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, I forgot to set the drag. Oh, you can hear the reel clicker. That's cool. All right, and he was in the shadows again, so kind of lurking in the shadows in the heat of the day. Not a big bruiser, but hey, he counts. Look at that, he counts. First fish on the new outfit here. This Shimano Corrado. I'm hooked on this bait finesse stuff. This is very addictive. Very addictive. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, let's get that. There it is right here. Just came in at 1 o'clock today. So just a few hours later, we're out here fishing it. And it didn't take much to get it dialed in. I think they said that you can take one of the magnets out and get you a lighter, or you can cast lighter lures with it, but I'm pretty satisfied just keeping it stock. I think I haven't really modified any of my reels. I tend to like just purchase them as is and see where it takes me. I did one modification to one using some high spool speed bearings to a bait finesse casting Zephyr, and I was impressed with that. But for the most part, I just like going stock because, hey, I'd rather just pay as is and teach the thumb to play and adjust as necessary. All right. So yeah, just to recap the gear that I've accumulated. I got started with this thing about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, with the casting Zephyr, the one without the reel clicker, and then soon after that, found out that it had one with a reel clicker, so I was like, I'll go ahead and order that, and then right after that, had some gift cards that I had accumulated. Oh, there's a hit, and went ahead and got the Scorpion BFS XG. Back then, it was selling for just about $300. And luckily I had gift cards, so it didn't really come out of my pocket. And then this round, and then after that I got one of those the Flight Feather Kingfisher. And I got that one mainly because it can cast a 1 gram trout magnet out the box. And I still have it. It's doing really well. I like it. I'm saving it for trout season. And then I went to the coast, got hooked on watching some individual bait casting live mullet with no gear other than the hook and the line. So no popping corks, no swivels, nothing. And I saw him hook into some nice speckled trout, and then he gave me some information on how to rig that way. And one thing I took away from it is I was using a spinning gear, and there's a hit. I was having some issues with he got off. I was having some issues with casting these small mullet. I think they're about yay big, 4 inch basically. Yeah, about 4 inch, and really tough casting in the wind. I just said, hey, there's a good hit. Oh yeah. Oh, he's taking out line. Let's go in. All right. I guess I got to fight him. All right. Oh yeah. I'm using 6-pound tests instead of the 2-pound that I was using previously on the Shimano, as well as the casting or the Flight Feather. So let's see how this 6-pound test works. It's a Stren mono, just no special deal here. Just right out the box. So he's coming over there by the cypress trees. All right, he's coming in. All right, he got himself a little bigger than the other ones we've been catching. All right, taking out a little line. I like that reel clicker sound, isn't it cool? Oh yeah. All right, now let's just bank them real quick, or at least lip them. All right. It's actually one of the bigger bass I've caught out here in a while. It's been hit or miss lately, and this is a heavily fished location. Bear with me, I just got to grab him by the lip here, and then I'll have him for you to view. Okay, there he is. Oh, man. Nice. All right. Not bad for a first outing on the Corrado, Shimano Corrado. Yellow rooster tail, 1/16, or yeah, 1/16 ounce. It's the copper bladed one, kind of have a hammered look to it, to the blade itself. Got some yellow feather stuff on it, and yeah, I'm liking it. All right, go back and get bigger. All right, cool. All right, let's see what's in the chat here. Yo, what's your PB bass? 8-pounder. All right. So that was not my PB. There's a bigger one out there. Picked them up in Oklahoma, fishing a pond, city pond. All right. Let's see if we can continue with this. So the new reel, Shimano Corrado BFS XG. It's the 8.1 retrieve version. Just repurposed the spin cast micro cast rod from Shakespeare and just put it on there because hey, I got a bunch of extra one of these. And then 6-pound Stren mono and a 1/16 ounce rooster tail. Cool stuff. All right, let's see what else is here. And not too far back, like the week before, it was pretty much just small guys and hit or miss because it was some brutal 100-degree temp out here. So good to know that hey, there is something still lurking in the pond. Let's go cast out far and see if we can get something to chase it. All right, and where he's, oh, there's another hit. He had it briefly. I wonder, the bass are active today. Wow, let's see what else they want to do today. All right, maybe it's because it's the new reel. You know, they're like, hey, we got to hook them up, make them feel like this thing works really good. All right, well, whatever, it's working right now. We're not gonna question anything here at this point, and we're just gonna fish it. I do like the smooth retrieve, very steady retrieve on the handle. I don't feel any play, and overall, it's just a solid outfit. And I do say it's comparable to that Scorpion BFS XG, Scorpion 17. I think they got like the 20, the 21 now, so kind of dating myself when I got that thing, but hey, it works, and apparently this thing works. Okay. All right, and since I kind of got used to there's a hit, got used to the Shimano reel. Normally when I start out with a new reel, I just put not the full capacity line on the spool, just in case I get a backlash or anything. I can recover quickly from it since there's not that much line. But this time I was like, hey, I'm kind of used to this one already, I think. And I did a quick field test, yard test, and I was like, hey, this is casting similar to the Scorpion. And so I'm gonna try it. And the other thing about the Scorpion as well as this one is I've heard that you can fish them in salt water. I've fished the Scorpion on the coast, fishing for some sand trout, speckled trout. And so my ulterior motive is in preparation for another run to the coast. I'm practicing with this thing. Plan to fish it salt water, even though I'm up here in the North Texas area, here in Dallas-Fort Worth. And my plan is to pair it up with another rod that I can hopefully use to catch some of the bigger speckled trout and redfish with it. And on top of that, I want to be able to basically cast a live mullet with no other hardware other than the hook itself on the line. And I did a quick search, Google search. It says like 4 gram is about the size of a 4-inch mullet. This 1/16 ounce rooster tail, I believe that's 2.5, 2.6 grams. So I'm casting this one. I'm pretty confident I can cast a little mullet with some bait finesse gear and not have to put any weight or anything and still get it to the money zone where I saw them speckled trout lurking. Check out some of the line streams from this past trip to the coast. Just check it out on the channel, COAF Field Team. You'll see a bunch of them that I did. Some late at night, some of the action was slow, but at least there's some good engagement with the folks that were on the line. And then on top of it, we did see some other folks catching some, and hey, it was good. It was a good time on the coast. All right, what else we got? 700 too much. My bait caster. Wow, that's a lot of dinar there. Yeah, I didn't pay that much for this thing. All right, let's see what we got here. But this is feeling good. I'm pretty happy with it. I think, let's see, if you count this one and the Shimano Scorpion plus the other gear, yeah, I would have got like 2 of my outfits, if not possibly 3. I do a lot of repurposing of rods I already have, but then I end up getting another rod. Like this one's just a temporary one until I find one that I like. And the key there is I'm looking for about a 7-foot rod, one that still can cast light bait, in this case, a live mullet, 4-inch or so, and still handle possibly a 15 to 20-inch speckled trout, or one of the nice reds. Yeah, so I'll keep an eye out on that. Okay, I got a Shimano Corrado DC in the custom made. Oh, nice. All right. I don't think I have any custom stuff. I just pretty much buy them off the rack and accumulate them over the years. In fact, I did break one of my rods this past trip to the coast. Tip broke, and I don't throw away any rods even when they break, because I end up finding out that I may need something from that rod to apply to another rod if that possibly broke. And in this case, the rod tip broke just past or in between the second and third guide, right about here. And I saved the tip, and when I got back I had another rod that I'd broken, and I found that I could cut an insert that would fit inside the tip as well as the main part of the pole. And then after that I used some Zap-A-Gap and got it in place. I was going to put some line windings just to reinforce it some, but it's looking pretty good, so I think I'm just going to leave it as is. And I got myself it's a bass rod that I use for casting unweighted Senkos, and from the looks of it, I was able to at least save it or salvage it enough that I think I can keep fishing with it. Oh, there's a hit. Oh, he's on. Oh, little guy. Looks like we got those little bass again lurking over here in the shadows, or at least the shallows. Oh, there's a hit. Wow, there's a lot more activity a day than it was the previous week. I was getting a little taps, but nothing like right now. And yeah, and maybe it's not as hot as it was the other day. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let me go check the chat window here, see if anyone else has any stuff to talk about. Okay, Jaden Smith. Hi. Cinch FM, my personal bass is a 9-pound 1 ounce. Wow, nice. And then you're also, with that Corrado DC. Nice. All right. Yeah, good stuff. I am liking this new reel. It's only, there's a hit right there. Oh, he's fighting. We got a fighter. Oh yeah, a lot more activity. Yeah, it was, he's taking out some line too. Yeah, the other day it was these small ones, little fingerling, as well as maybe some 10 inchers. These look like more 13, 14s maybe. Let's see. And I know there's some bigger ones also, but I haven't seen those guys in a while. Oh yeah, he may be like 13, 14 inch maybe. Maybe bigger, I don't know. He's fun on this little rod, using a repurposed Shakespeare microcast rod, one that's normally used for the spin caster combo that they sell, microcast combo. And I took the spin casting reel off it and put the Corrado on it, and it's working really nicely. All right, cool. Let's compare it with the rod. There you go. All right, so second nice one of the day on the Corrado. All right, let's let them get bigger. Nice. Rooster tail's rocking today. All right, let's see what else is out here. And okay, and let's see. Okay, all right, let's keep going. Yeah, so yeah, pretty interesting. I've been pretty happy so far with this thing. It's feeling good. I like the feel of it. You can palm it in your hand, and does handle rooster tails no problem. It's casting out there with ease, not having to even make any a Kentucky windage to make it land where I want. Instead, it's going exactly where I'm casting. So that's really nice.